back, folks. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I am doing a donation request today, and thank you, Kevin Bounds, for this donation and the request, and it's of your own song. And I've done a couple of yours already, and I'm looking forward to this one. I don't know the song, Through Being Blue. So, should I make a prediction on whether I think this is going to be an up-tempo song or how it's going to start? I think it's going to be mid-tempo to start, and it might even pick up as we go along. Prediction. I have no idea, of course. I wasn't in the songwriting room with you. Let me swap hats. Yeah, here we go. Kevin Bounds, Through Being Blue. Here we go. I was right. So far. It's a 40s feel to it.
I'm through being blue over you. I'm gonna find me somebody new.
Two-step to this,
those
right?
Those clouds in my sky are passing right on by, and I'm through being blue over you. I've cried my last tear over you. I'm gonna find a love that is true. You used to do me wrong, but now your good is gone, and I'm through being blue over you. Well, used to be I couldn't live without you, but now it seems I've forgotten all about you. I'm through wasting
still singing
my
about
time.
her though.
I've left your memory behind, and I'm through being blue over you.
And this isn't even strictly country, but it's country somehow. It's funny. It's got that 40s, maybe 50s feel, or like maybe even 20s, like speakeasy type stuff. That's the feel this song is giving me. That's definitely country. Very creative.
Well, used to be I couldn't live without you, but now it seems I've forgotten all about you. I'm through wasting my time. I've left your memory behind, and I'm through being blue over you. Yes, I'm through being blue over you.
That's called yodeling. All right, that is how it works though. It's one of these things where when you go through a breakup, and especially if you're the one that got dumped, the way it works, I mean, you're bereft, and especially in the case of a divorce, and like breakups when you're younger, they hurt at first, but then you get over them. A divorce is a whole different league of pain. In fact, even like psychologists say, and social psychologists say, that divorce is, I think they said, the second most stressful or painful event in a person's life, right behind the death of a child. And you're like, put it on that level, it's not at that level, but it's like in second place in that one. They're brutal. And if you're the one that got left and your dreams and hopes and all this stuff are dead, what happens is you're thinking about that other person all the time. What happened? What went wrong? How do I get it back? How do I make sense of my life? You're just sort of like trying to keep your head above water. You're like treading, like, oh my God, like life is just bearing down on you and you feel like you're drowning. And then at some point you realize, wow, in the last hour I haven't thought about my situation. And then flash a month or whatever the time period is later, and you realize, oh my gosh, like for half the day I haven't thought about her or the breakup. I'm more forward looking or present living. Then at some point you'll realize, wow, I went a whole day without thinking about that other person. And then that's where that expression time heals comes from. It doesn't mean you forget, because even in the song, he's singing about that girl. You still remember the event. The human brain is made for better or worse. In some cases, it's very healthy to forget a lot of things. You can't focus on everything. It helps you focus when you eliminate a lot of things. But you remember the person, you remember the marriage, you remember the break, you remember the different things that you did wrong, she did wrong, whatever, you process it, but you find that somewhere, somehow, you're not thinking about the person much any longer. And you can even purposely not think about them any longer, where you're like, yeah, all right, years later, they're still there. It's still a bad event in your life, a hurtful, and maybe still makes you angry, whatever makes you feel sad and all that. But you could just say, I want to think about something else right now. And you can change that like that. And that's the product of time. So when he says, I'm through being blue, I'm not thinking about you anymore, I'm done with it. That's how it works. That is how it works. Sometimes you have to purposely decide, okay, I'm not going to think about this person any longer. And once you say that or confess that or to yourself, then what goes into work is that then you purposely, bit by bit, when the thought of her or for him comes into your mind, you just say, I'm not thinking about that person now, screw that. And then you find something else to think about. And gradually you develop the strength and the habit patterns of mind to not think about that person. But I like simple songs like this lyrically. But Kevin, that was I was not expecting this. I was not expecting to feel like I was in a speakeasy listening to this kind of song. It had that feel. I don't know what your inspiration was for, if you even remember. You probably do. What caused you to write a song like this with that feel? Because that's not just a coincidence that it has that feel. That's purposeful. My guess on this thing. All right, so I'm going to rate this song, Kevin. And I'm getting more comfortable rating songs with artists, knowing that the artists are going to be seeing it. In the past, I didn't like doing that, just whatever. But now so many artists are asking me to do their songs that I'm more comfortable doing it. And I like the steel in this. I'm pretty sure that was steel. I don't think it wasn't dobro. I'm pretty sure you had steel in here, but there was another instrument. It wasn't slide with bending the strings either, I don't think. But there was one moment in there where I couldn't tell if it was steel or something else. But I like the use of the piano. Boy, was that effective in making it more like a throwback piece. I don't know if your pianist contributed that, like other band members that you've got said, hey, let me bring in a piano here. And then the collaboration was like, you know what? Let's make it more of a 40s thing. Or whatever decade it is reminiscent of. But the number that immediately popped into my head was an 8.8. I liked you did one thing with your voice in the end when you were singing it, and I commented during it. It was almost like a yodel, or it might have been a yodel that you faded out sort of toward the end. Was it go ooh or something like that? And I didn't do it as well as you do, but there it is. Folks, leave your comments for Kevin. He requested it. Thank you for the donation again, Kevin. It's very helpful. It's appreciated and certainly recognized. So I like that people are seeing what you do. It's a lot of fun having a variety of folks, especially artists on the channel. So have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.